Good morning, man. It's a good day here in Ohio. I thought I would take a minute and put a video together for you guys. The situation is, it's just you. You might have been SEAL Team 6 at one time, but all you got now is your brother-in-law, your dad, your nephew, and the guy down the street. It's a good down situation. None of them guys have very much military training or police training. How do you get them trained up? Where do you start at? What formation do you start at to get them trained up so you can be an effective team? Because without an effective team, you're nothing. We'll go into that here. Okay, the formation I would recommend would be the tracker file formation, the bump. We teach it here at Woodline. And at the Ohio Defense Force, it's one of the very first formations they start teaching new recruits. Basically, it's a very good formation. You can keep good control of it as a team leader. And that's the biggest thing I've seen in the downfall of a lot of teams in force on force and training and teaching people, is that you need a formation with unexperienced troops or even experienced troops. If they haven't walked well together, or a lot of times together, or a long time together, you need a formation that keeps control of the team, keeps you quiet, keeps you visual effect down so you're not very well recognized, all that. And this tracker file formation is the basics of this, and it works great, and it can be built into a lot more greater formations as time goes on with more proper training. I'm going to show you some footage now from a Woodline class on small unit team tactics. Enjoy. Alright, let's get started. The tracker file formation. Basically, this is based off a 5-man team. You got the PM, that is the point man. He faces forward. You have the flanker or rifleman, FL. He faces to one of the sides. The team leader is TL. He basically faces in any direction. He controls the team. Then you have another flanker, faces the opposite side as the other flanker for security purposes. Then you have the RS, is rear security. Very important job, and he points towards the back. Basically, the basic file movement, one man will move at a time up to 15 yards away. Now you can move two, sometimes it's up to the team leader, it depends on what you do in the situation. But basically, everybody takes a knee, doing their jobs. One man gets up, he moves, he gets down, he looks around, he signals back, telling his safe the next man to move. The next man moves and the team leader lets him move, and you keep on going. But the main thing is everybody gets down, no one stands. The only guy that is standing is the guys that are moving. The team leader can split the team into two teams for like Overwatch, and the teams can bound forward, and one bounds and the other one bounds, or however the team leader wants to do it. Or he can straddle the team. Okay, danger areas. If you have an open field or an open area, it is best to have the team move as a team around the danger area in one direction altogether. Do not split your team apart. Linear, we'll get into that in a little bit. Danger areas with a log or some kind of object out in the woods. Basically, when it presents a danger, the two flankers or riflemen should at one time go clear the danger areas. They can go shoulder to shoulder, or they can use Overwatch or bound, up to them. The rest of the team will get into a triangle to cover them. As you can see in the pictures here in the diagram, the two flankers will move up, and then are clear, or the other two team, while the rest of the team is covering them and rocks in the rear. Then once they clear up, there's nothing there, the team will meet back up over in here. All right, actions of the men while doing the fire formation. When not moving, take a knee. You need to have knee pads. Get down. It's amazing how much you disappear in the woods when you get down into the bush, not standing up, and have good camouflage. Keep within 1 to 3 yards of the next guy. We're not moving in the bush. If you are in a less thick area or in a more of an open area, you can put the team into multiple fires, 2 teams. You can spread them out a little more. Always keep your gun up in a hostile area. Look down the barrel. Move your eyes to scan for enemies. Do not move your head. It's too easy to be seen by the enemy. The team leader needs to mark out rally points no less than every 100 yards. So every 100 yards or less, he needs to mark out a rally point. The team leader determines the movement for the team and when they stop moving and all that. Do not talk. Use hand signals. The last man in the fire is through security. Keep watching to the rear. When moving, look for cover to take a knee. Do not just stop out in the middle of the open. Most of the time, only 1 man are moving the fire formation, but you can move 2 if you want. Or if you have a bunch of men, you can move a couple more, but they need to all work together. If there's 2 teams, the team leader needs to control their movements. He needs to put his corporals up in charge of the other team. They need to work well together to make the teams flow good together. Always keep in visual contact with your team. Keep it tight. The worst problem I see most of the time is the teams get spread apart and they have no visual contact or no support with their team members. If you hit contact, you're pretty much screwed when you're by yourself. The advantages of the fire formation. It is good for patrolling in hostile areas. You can move quiet. The team can move quietly. It is hard to see the team if they are good camouflage and in the bush. It is very easy for the team leader to control, especially if you have a new team and not very experienced team. He can control them well. That's one of the biggest problems you see out there is the team leader loses control of the team. You can have a lot of your guns in the gunfight if it happens. Disadvantages of the fire, it moves very slow. If you're tracking, the tracker's not always on the tracks. And you have less protection than you do in the Y formations. Things to remember. Anybody can stop the team. Use shear, stop, look, listen, smell for 3 to 5 minutes every time you come up to a danger area or anything that you're a little bit nervous about. Do not grab trees. Remember to yell out the 3 Ds. Do not rush. Take your time. If you make contact, do not chase after the enemy. If you are with the police, identify yourself to the police or as police. If you break a stick, everybody stops moving for a minute at least, because if it can pass as just noise in the woods. So if you break a stick, everybody freezes, nobody moves for a minute. Big problem, if you have coughing issues or allergies, you need to carry cough drops, because coughing makes a bad noise. It's not noise that be recognized in the woods. Otherwise, the other option is to jam a rag down your throat so no one can hear the coughing. All right, now I'm going to show you a video clip from the Ohio Defense Force of new recruits doing the basic tracker fire in training. These guys have not been doing it very long. It was one of the first times. They have a sergeant from infantry and a corporal from recon, instructing them. You can see how it's done, the basics of it's done. They're all a little bit close together, but it's common you'll see with new recruits or new guys doing it. As time goes on, they'll get comfortable and they'll spread out more, but this to show you how it basically works. All right, man, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something today. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to us on YouTube. Also, if you live in Ohio, check us out at woodlinetracking.com, and also check out the Ohio Defense Force. Remember, time may go on, but your life may not. Enjoy.